I'm logged into Solid Snake server as Oracle user. Now in this session we'll create a database in silent mode using DBCA but without the GUI. So first thing we need is to create a couple of folders where we'll be storing our database scripts. So we'll go into the Oracle base folder, we'll create a admin sniper scripts folder. Our database will be called as sniper. So here I have created the required folders to store the database scripts. We'll go into the database software which we downloaded and stored in software downloads folder. We have a response folder under that, and we see this dbca.response file. This is a sample file provided by Oracle software. We'll copy this dbca RSP file into our Oracle base, and we'll also put this Oracle SID in the file so we know which SID this response file belongs to. Now we will edit this response file. DBCA response file usually is a long one. We are going to use the silent option, and it is showing the syntax in the response file. Response file is long, but there are only a couple of sections we have to concentrate on. So we'll start with the first section. First parameter is operation type. We are going to do a create database, and we'll jump to the create database section of that. First thing we have to specify is the global database name. We are going to call our database as sniper. So we are specifying global database name as sniper. You can skip a couple of these parameters here. We are not using the server pools and stuff. Once we get to SID, this is the Oracle system identifier for the database. We'll call it as sniper. Next parameter, if you focus, it is for the rack. It's called node list. Here we'll specify the nodes. For this install, it's a single instance, so we're not specifying that. We're going to create a general purpose database, and here is the option for specifying the password for sys user, and next one is the system user. Sys password, system password. We'll specify passwords here. I will use a simple password during installation, but we should change this password later to make it a stronger password. During this install, we are not going to configure the enterprise manager, so I'm just leaving that option there. We'll scroll a little bit. You can see sysman password and db snmp password. I'm not setting anything right now. As I said, there are a lot of parameters, but I will focus on few of them. Now here is the next parameter. We need to specify where the database files will be stored. The parameter name is data file destination, and another one is the recovery destination, which is the fast recovery area or flash recovery area. So we are storing all the files in a file system. So I specified the data file destination. Now we'll specify the FRA location. We have two hard drives here we are using. We have actually third one, but we are not using the third hard drive. Now storage type is the file system, which is the default option, but we are specifying FS for file system. I can see next parameter shows that it is ASM disk groups. We are not using right now. For the character set, the default character sets looks okay, even the national character set. So I'm not setting any parameters. Defaults look good. Now for the memory option, like how much this database will use memory, default parameter will set it to 40% of the memory, and the database type is multipurpose database, and we'll also enable the automatic memory management option, and by default it is true, but we'll specify the option as specify this parameter as true for automatic memory management. This is the end of the create database section. Now there are a couple of parameters to specify where to create the scripts, where to store the scripts. Now there are different sections for each option of the DBCA. We can skip through some of these options. We are looking for generate scripts. So here is the section for generating scripts, and the template name is Sniper, matches our database name. Global database name is Sniper, and where should the scripts be stored? That is script destination. Okay, we don't need to set any other parameters. We will save this response file. Now I'm still connected to Oracle user on Solid Snake server. I will set some of the environment variables now. We need Oracle base, Oracle home, we'll also set the path. We will include Oracle home bin folder into our path. So we'll just verify all the environment variables are set properly. Mainly we have Oracle base, Oracle home, and path environment variables. We'll check the listener status, and listener is up and running, but it is not supporting any services right now. We'll look at the AuraTab file, and we can see there are no entries for the instances here. We'll also look at the ps-ef to see any smon background process running. We don't see anything. Now this is the DBCA we are going to use, which is in the Oracle home folder, and we'll invoke the DBCA with the silent option, which does not bring up the GUI, and we are providing the response file to take all the options from the response file and create our database. You can see database creation has started. Okay, now looks like database creation has completed, and it also recorded all the log for this creation into a file. We can quickly take a look at the log file just to make sure there were no errors during the configuration or database creation using DBCA tool. And looks like it was all successful. It finished 100%, and here is the global name, global SID, the database SID. So now we can verify if our listener is running, and listener is up and running, and it is also serving an instance called Sniper. We can check the AuraTab file if DBCA added the entry for the database. Yes, it has added that. We'll use Aura-env script to set up our environment variables. We'll log into SQL Plus as sysdba. We'll look at the vDollar instance view. We can see here our Sniper database is up and running on Solid Snake and database is in open mode, but archiver is stopped. We are not running the database in archive log mode.